Everyone, welcome to tonight's board meeting. Tahlequah Public Schools, November 18th, 2025, 6 o'clock. And a quick shout out to my youngest granddaughter who turned 10 today, Ava Lorraine. And I'm missing her birthday dinner right now. I'll go join them, yes. We have all members or 4 members present with the exception of Dr. Eversole. And we have the Pledge of Allegiance this evening. It's going to be led, and these are a couple of Greenwood, what do we used to call it, growers? Race, Willie and Sawyer Springwater. And Mrs. Crawford is going to introduce you, but if you'll come up front, So
Sawyer Springwater is in 2nd grade. She's Mrs. Crawford's student. She is the daughter of Jamie and Dylan Springwater. And her interests and hobbies are she loves taking care of the cows on the farm. She has a green belt in Taekwondo, I'm impressed, and also a gray belt in Gracie Jitsu. Now, I don't know what that is, but you go girl. In her free time, she likes to get dressed up, put on makeup, and look fancy. Race Willige, sorry, is in 2nd grade, and he is also Mrs. Cochran's student, and he is the son of Kyle and Amber Willige. He loves racing in his race car, playing soccer, and playing outside. And coffee.
start.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't think it has
All right. You're here. You got it right here.
Smile.
Let me get one to stay right there. Okay?
It's all glossy.
Yes, I know. Miss Jones will be mad at me if I don't.
A few years ago, Race was here on Saturday morning with his daddy as he was doing some work here, and I made him coffee. And I mean, I say coffee lightly because I drink it with Splenda and every type of foo-foo creamer known to man. But we had coffee together, and ever since then, he has been my coffee buddy. And so I brought him one last week with creme brulee and Splenda and all fixed up and stickers on his cup.
On my picture.
I know. So every time he sees me, he asks about coffee. So that's his coffee love he's talking about. I said at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock at night, his mama was not going to be happy with me if I gave him coffee back.
I'm going lemon fits mayonnaise.
Y'all can go whenever you want.
Item B.
Thanks for your raise.
Great job. Wonderful job. Item B, Tigers Roar, and we have softball coach Chris Ray, and last year, Coach Ray, I skipped right over to the public to be heard, and then I backed up and went back to Tiger's Roar. But, I've thought about the stink eye you gave me.
Give that to everyone. Just ask the girls.
I've been making a picture.
Quietly. All right, so first of all, this is not everyone. We've got 25 on the roster. A couple of them are having to work this evening, and several of them are, I believe, in J as part of the freshman basketball team that's playing the festival. So I'll just start on the end there, and I'll introduce everybody. When I call your name, raise your hand. I've got freshman Riley Stark. I got sophomore Ray McCarter. Freshman Jordan Stark. Freshman Holly Big. Freshman Maddie Spradlin. Raise your hand. Freshman Riley Cruz. Freshman Zoe Ferris. Sophomore Tyler Calco. Freshman Caden Trammell. Freshman Adele Young. Who's hiding? Sophomore Abby Renault. Freshman Jordan Dodson. Senior Cadence Kirk. Senior Riley Dodson. Freshman Alex Kimball, who I'm assuming didn't get the memo on the Monday. You didn't think I was gonna let you get that.
I was hoping not.
Sophomore Addie Davis, and then junior Zoe Griffin. I passed out that there was a lot of accomplishments this year. This team accomplished a lot, both as a team, both individually. I passed out a list of the team accomplishments. And then some of the individual awards that these young ladies garnered during this respective year. They were the 5A academic state champions. As a team, we had a GPA of 3.87. We finished the year with a record of 32-7-1. Made it to Class 5A state semifinals. We fell one game short of our goal, but still, it was a good year. It's the 9th consecutive year this program's been a state tournament. We were regional champions and then district champions. I'll highlight some of the individual awards, some of the national awards that these young ladies garnered. Zoe Griffin was the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association. She made the all-region team as the first team pitcher. Riley Stark as the first team second baseman. Lily Garcia, who's not here, was a first team shortstop, and then Alex Kimball made it as a first team utility/pitcher, and then Riley Dodson was a second team outfielder. The National Fast Pitch Coaches Association Award, the all-region team, is for schools that play fast pitch in the fall, which not all schools in the country do. It's us, Georgia, and Colorado are in that region together. So we had 5 members on that all-region team. That's the most I've ever had since I've been here is 2, so it was a really good accomplishment. State awards, Oklahoma Fast Pitch Coaches Association. Riley Dodson, raise your hand, Riley. She was our latest All-State selection from Tahlequah. She was selected to the Large East All-State team. She'll represent Tahlequah Public Schools. The weekend before Father's Day, I believe it's June 6th at Oklahoma Christian University. Regional awards, and the All-State awards are just for seniors only, and then the regional state awards are as well too. So Riley was a first team Region 10 outfielder. And then for our district, Zoe Griffin was the player of the year. Lily Garcia was the defensive player of the year. Alex Kimball was the newcomer of the year. Riley Dodson was an all-district outfielder. Jordan Stark was all-district third baseman. Riley Stark was all-district second baseman, and Addie Davis and Ray McCarter both made the team as all-district utility players. And then we had a couple commitments. Riley just signed to continue her softball career at Carl Albert State College in Poto. We had that ceremony on Monday. Had that Monday there in the TMAC. And then, Zoe, what date did you commit?
September 6th.
On September 6th, Zoe Griffin, she committed to Texas A&M University in College Station, Texas. So after she finishes her senior year with the Tigers, she'll be headed south to College Station, Texas to play softball for Texas A&M. So a lot of awards. We have to say goodbye to a few seniors, but we have a pretty good nucleus coming back, and, it's state title game or bust is kind of the motto going into next year, so, that's, no pressure, ladies, but that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Can I get up there and give you a little softball? Coach Ray, get up there. Oh, you're a two. Shane, you're a two. Come on. Get up here too. Watch the court here. Hang on.
Or are we doing the whole thing? I don't know.
This won't like barely see, but I got you.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Y'all are free to go, girl.
You said you want, I'm coming.
This is Tyler's next part of the board meeting, because I know it's like. When you find Tyler, that's right. Oh, wow. I think basketball, sorry, it's me.
Item C, public to be heard, and I don't think we had anyone. Item D, discussion and vote to approve the minutes for previous meeting, the October 21st regular meeting. Move to approve. Any discussion? Mrs. Newman. Aye. Dr. Coughlin. Aye. Mrs. Crawford. And aye. E, presentation of the annual fiscal year in 2024-25 audit by a representative of Jenkins and Kemper CPA. And your name is?
Joseph Carter.
Joseph Parker.
If you'd like to turn to page 4, that is the independent auditor's report. On the third paragraph on that page, you have an adverse opinion on U.S. generally accepted accounting principles. That's because you don't use GAAP, you use the regulatory basis, so that's normal. The second paragraph specifies you have a qualified opinion on the regulatory basis of accounting. And the fifth paragraph is on the basis for that. You don't list your fixed assets, which is pretty normal for schools, but that means you have a qualified opinion. Other than that, your financial statements accurately reflect, that is our opinion, that your financial statements accurately reflect your financial position. That brings us to pretty much the back of the report on page 43. Very good. So this page has a summary of the auditor's results. You were a single audit this year, so we tested some of your federal programs. That was child nutrition, Title I, and innovative literacy this year. There were no findings or questions on the questioned costs for the federal awards that we tested, and no findings on the financial statement audit. On the next page, 44, the disposition of prior year findings. Looks like last year you had a finding for some coding of federal revenue expenditures, and it looks like that has improved in 25.
Yay.
You said that out loud.
Like for everything else.
There we go.
That's all of the particularly pertinent information in the report. Do you have any questions?
No findings.
Great
An improvement
job,
from the year before.
Sabrina.
Get up there, sir, we'll take your picture too.
He's like, I'm never coming back to
We
this.
love him, he's great.
We
Especially love it when he gives us good news, right?
If there are no questions, the last item is acknowledgement page. These start to.
I have it signed already for you.
And,
I don't have it notarized for you.
okay, it'll need to be notarized.
Can I send it tomorrow?
You can.
Okay, perfect.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item F, Deputy Treasurer to report and discussion and vote to approve the monthly financial reports.
All right, good evening. So at the end of October, our balance was $15,842,487.90. The receipts for general fund for the month of October were $3,401,115.76. Building fund was $1,104.88. Bond funds were $22,100. Sinking fund, $5,167.50. That brings general fund to $7,340,750.60. Building fund is $6,954,908.19. Bond funds, $404,678. Sinking fund, $194,247.98. Activity account at the end of October was $1,220,157.28. Go over to our utilities. Our electric was $10,900 more from last October to this October. And I emailed Jackie and we are watching like certain locations that were like double to see what's going on with that. The gas was $122 more. The water was $3,300 less. So, any questions?
So just an even 10,000?
It was $10,948.73.
Do you think that was due to weather and metal?
Well, when I went through and looked, there were like two areas that their typical wattage or usage was more. So I don't know if it was because of the weather and there were, because one was like the weight room. Well, you know, why is that, you know, but I emailed Jackie, because, you know, before Brad, I could email Brad and he would be like, oh, it was due to this or this, but with Jackie being new, like, he's learning that these are things that we look at and, you know, how are we gonna figure out what it is. So that's just something that me and him will have to like be in constant contact about and figure out why it is like that.
Do you remember the second area that was at?
Let's see, the weightlifting and the, like, even the main building at the high school was a little elevated.
Mr. Jordan, what are you doing?
Late night partying is,
Well, and
as a
what's,
deer hunter, October was much warmer this year than it was last year.
You're right.
So it's probably the air
and, yeah,
Raccoons.
yeah.
Raccoons,
Snakes.
snakes.
But it really was like, even like the bus barn was more. So it probably more likely it was hotter.
Yeah.
And so they were running the air more.
But usually you're rolled over too.
Heat.
Right, I know, yeah, yeah, so, but it's something that we're always watching, of course.
other questions? Have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Any further discussion? Thank you. Mrs. Lehman? Aye. Dr. Coffey?
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford? Aye. And aye. Okay, it's item G, superintendent's report.
So, as of last Friday, we had 3,567 students and 510 employees. 159 of those are pre-K students with 14 at Venture Head Start and 3 P3s. 445 at Cherokee with a handful of transfer openings, as well at Greenwood 484 and Heritage 487, and both of those again had just a handful of transfer openings. TMS had 702 with a couple openings in 6th grade, which is odd. We almost never have openings at Tahlequah Middle School. Tahlequah High School, 1,273 students at Tahlequah High School and Central. This evening, we've already talked a little bit about him, but I just asked Mr. Jackie Willis to come this evening, and I thought I would introduce him at this time. Jackie has taken over for Brad Jones, and Jackie is now serving as our Director of Operations. This is week 3,
Starting week 3.
starting week 3, and maybe baptism by fire, just a little bit.
Drinking by fire hose this morning.
Drinking out of the fire hose, all of those things.
Yeah.
But he has come in and worked, just hit the ground running the last 2 weeks. He is a proven and known leader to us, and transferred over from an assistant principal's job at the high school, was part of the dream team at the high school, but we got to steal him away, and we're super excited about him leading that department. Brad left it in phenomenal shape, and so Jackie's been able to come in and pick up the reins, and has just been getting going. And we're super happy to have you. But I just wanted to introduce you all to him in case you did not know him. A lot of you did, but
I did not.
yes.
Welcome aboard, or
Thank you.
in the new position, I guess.
Perfect timing with all the things that we've got going on. So right here at the beginning of the bond and all of those things. So we're happy to have you.
We're going to be busy.
Yes, he is going to
With
be
the bond and all
Yeah.
that.
A couple of project updates on the armory. They've got a lot of the sheetrock is finished. They're going to start painting. We thought they were going to paint today, but we're pretty sure that they did not paint on part of it. Structural steel has been installed, and interior stone wall openings that we had to make in a few places. Exterior windows on the north elevation have been redone. If you've noticed, the new canopies are up, so we've got our canopies and our logos that look really nice. New main water line, interior gas line. Some of those not so fun things that had been fixed are being fixed. In the next month, they will finish all the sheetrock, the paint. Then they will start to drop in the ceiling grid, the lights, HVAC diffusers, flooring they expect to begin towards the end of November. Replacement of some glass on the front this week, as well as aluminum storefront doors. And we had a little hiccup on the stairwell up to a storage area that ended up needing to be fire rated as well. So work that's already been performed is being torn out and will be re-performed in a much more expensive fashion. But safety first, and that's what needed to happen to pass inspection, and so we're getting it done. And so I don't know that we'll make that Christmas tree timeline for Nikki to put a Christmas tree up, but we might have to tape one on the front door. It might have to be a Valentine's Day tree. I'm hoping by January 1, but it would be a Christmas miracle. Again, on the bond things, we had a great meeting today with the bond people. We're getting to where we're having final design meetings on big projects so that the major projects will be ready to bid in March, so we can get things started. We have, the intention is to have complete by August 2026, the exterior facelift and some bathroom renovations, cafe enlargement at TMS, work on the Sequoia Playground, the canopies at Heritage, some flooring remodeling, locker removal, restroom renovations, a library refresh, and the PAC mechanical upgrades at the high school. Work on the fieldhouse bleachers, concessions, TMS, band, storm shelter will begin this spring to be finished by August of 2027. And then the following summer, we would have, where we would go in and do those renovations in like hallways in elementary school. Some things have to stack, as well as the STEM center. We can't begin the STEM center until one part is finished. So we have a very ambitious timeline, but the plans that we looked at today were great. The designs they're showing us are great, and so we're super excited about all of that. Child nutrition, we served 74,527 meals and 17 serving days this month. Cut to the chase, we're upside down this month, $17,800. So,
Wait,
What the-
tell them we bought a big purchase.
yes, but why that is when you have to replace a freezer, you have to do something like that, it shows up on this monthly bill. We are working with our child nutrition company, so that we know that, we've got a plan. They're feeding more kids, this will even out, they're going to be looking at financials monthly, to make sure that we are staying in an area that we're, that we're comfortable being as a district, because we are committed to the CEP program and feeding all of our kids. So child nutrition's going well, but we will see these ups and downs on this, and this happened to be an expensive month.
I think Lacey wanted you to repeat that number.
You want me to say that again? Payroll, repairs, utilities, and kitchens, $18,000. Sorry, Lacey.
It was a big purchase, but it's good.
It was a good purchase. I just wanted to reiterate the goals that we put in place for our district each year, and that is to increase academic achievement for all students, create a positive culture for our stakeholders, and to maintain a safe and secure environment for all. Great conversations last month about academic achievement, and we've been doing a lot of conversations and meetings since then. We were before then, but even more since then. And goals that were set for our academic achievement, the State Department actually has one. And so the State Department of Education has a long-term goal of at least 50% of our students scoring proficient by 2032. I'm talking about our state. This proficiency goal with our standards would put Oklahoma in the top 5 to 10% of all states in the country with comparable college and career readiness standards. So when we, at our standards that Oklahoma set, reach that 50% threshold, we would be in the top 5 to 10% of all the states. So what we have decided as a district is, okay, how are we going to get there? If that's beginning with the goal and the end, beginning with the ending goal in mind, for us to be at 50% by 2032, our 3rd through 5th grade students will need to increase their proficient advanced level by 3% each of those years in the ELA, math, and science. The middle school would need to have a 5%, or they're shooting for a 5% to meet that ELA and math goal. Science would increase by 2% because the gap was smaller there. Tahlequah High School goal for ACT, 0.5 increase in our composite AT score in 26 among that same cohort group from fall to spring. And then our 11th grade science and US history scores of 5% each year until they reach that 50% again by 2032. We believe we have a plan in place. We know we're having conversations. We're working on the correct instructional strategies, working on calendar, looking at the things we can control to move that academic achievement needle, because we know every one of these goals are really important, but we are academic achievement is important. It's the great equalizer for children, and it is why we're here. We have to keep them safe, and we have to have a great place to be, or they're not going to learn. So those cannot be ignored, but we have a plan in place, and we're going to work the plan on academic achievement. just a few dates coming up. We do have Thanksgiving break next week. Our December board meeting is on the 16th, and I'm hoping it's the last board meeting here. But that will remain to be seen. Then we'll have our Christmas break, and all things well, January 20th, we will be doing this meeting in a larger room that everyone would have room to sit, and kids don't have to stand where you can't see through them when we get to honor them for something. So super excited about that.
What do we have to do, because we have to publish our meetings?
Yes.
What is our notice of change of location?
We usually do that in this board meeting, but we put it off. No, it is on this.
We usually do it the last month, but we
Yes.
put it off.
We put it off until
So we
this.
will vote in December and put the
Yes,
address as the new place.
yes, we will. But if some reason that doesn't, she'd have to go down there and file an amendment to the board. So we paused as long as we possibly can, so we don't have to do that, but I think we're going to be safe.
What, on the armory on the staircase, why did we not know what kind of staircase we had to put in when they put it in?
Well, that's a difference in opinion. It was the understanding of the architect and the CM on a walkthrough with the city that doing the firewall, we knew we had to do the firewall, that they would change, edit the way the stairs sit right now, so there could be a door that closed them off. And so that work was performed in that method, and then on a later walkthrough, that was all of a sudden not agreed upon. And our fault, we didn't get it in writing. I don't think it was I don't think anyone tried to do the wrong thing. The city, the fire, everybody worked well on that project, but somehow wires got crossed, and we did what we thought we were told to do. And then when it was back to an inspection, that was not going to be good enough. So where that stairwell is that goes upstairs, and it is to just a storage room, to be honest, has to be basically fire rated, almost like an elevator shaft. So,
And do we, the district, bear the full cost of that? Is there?
yes, it was not a mistake on the CM or the architect's fault. But, we have to pass code for occupancy certificate, so we will take those stairs out, and they have a plan. It's been signed off on the plan, and I hope that they are able to get back to work on that tomorrow, taking those out and then doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Did we get it in writing this time?
I believe we got it in writing this time. Yes. Lesson learned. Any other questions? Okay.
Alright. Item 8, discussion and vote to approve the following surplus. 1 and 2 from the board building and heritage.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Neal?
Aye.
Dr. Cocker?
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford? And aye. Item I, business items, consent docket vote to approve the following. This is 1 through 3, and it involves contracts and agreements, fundraisers, and trips out of state and overnight trips. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Now, did we find out anything about that Atoka thing?
They never emailed me back.
What a token thing.
Oh, one of the TOPS contract says Atoka on it, so.
I think you're like the agent that it all
Yeah.
goes through.
Well, and I just wanted something, explained to me. Because it looks weird for it to say that we're in agreement with Atoka.
And if you are more comfortable, we can leave it off.
I think we're fine too, because we are the member on
We're the
the.
member, it's just the contract reads between Atoka and TOPS, instead of between Telequa and TOPS, and then it lists us down.
I was gonna say, I saw that too, but we're listed as
Yeah,
the.
we're listed, so you're the attorney, tell me what to think, I just read that and thought that was kind of weird.
Which number is that?
It is AF, the TOPS agreement.
Yes, I had asked a question just generally about what those tops and taps were, cause I wasn't sure, but I think the way that is written is that that Atoka is who,
But it says between the Atoka schools and Atoka County, the way it reads.
Like, they're the original people that made the agreement, and then they're
Yeah.
adding members.
so they're
to
the ones that
state.
they actually, I assume, do the purchasing through, like that's the one account, because we go order whatever we order, and that's the one they set up, and anyone who, because we are listed as a member.
We list ourselves up as the contract member, but
Yeah.
the contract itself says Atoka. You're the attorney, you tell me, is that gonna be binding as it is?
I don't understand enough about what this is, but what I understand, because Atoka is listed as a separate agency here, so it's APS, the member, which is what we are, and then the the cooperative agreement. So I think when we go down here and it says, it says it here, APS and the member. So we are joining this cooperative legal entity to be able to purchase, but I had a question about it too, but what I think it is that is the first school that they set up with, and that's how that they do the, central purchasing through, I don't know if that's the right word, but they do the purchasing through them, and then all the member schools take advantage of that cost.
Yes.
That is how I interpreted it. I'm not giving legal advice to my fellow board members, but, that is what I thought it was, and I think Katie and I were emailing each other at the same time, cause I said, tell me about tops and taps, and then she sent the other email out, so that was my question as well, and I felt comfortable with it.
Any further discussion? So we're okay legally on this.
I feel like that we're okay. I don't know, I'm not our attorney, even though I am an attorney.
It's contract, I was just reading it.
Okay, so any further discussion? So we had motions, Ms. Nemo.
Aye.
Dr. Coffey.
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford.
Aye.
And aye. Item J, discussion and vote to approve the schedule of encumbrances.
I'll make that motion.
1 and 2.
Second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Nemo.
Aye.
Dr. Coffey.
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford. Aye. Item K, executive session. Executive session authority 25 Oklahoma statute 307B4, 6, and 7. The board proposes to discuss the following matters during its closed session. Proposed executive session for the purpose of confidential communications between the Board of Education and its attorney concerning legal options to address the district's claim for loss against Experius Signs LLC and John Anderson. The board, having been advised by its attorney that disclosure will seriously impair the ability of the Board of Education to proceed in the public interest pursuant to Oklahoma statute Title 25, 307B, 4, 6, and 7. Have a move to,
Motion to enter
Motion.
executive session.
I'll second.
any discussion? Mrs. Nemo.
Aye.
Dr. Coffey.
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford.
Aye.
And aye. to acknowledge the board's return to open session at 6:50. Item M, board president statement of the executive session minutes. The Board of Education had a telephone conversation with the district, our district's attorney about a lawsuit against Experience Signs LLC and John Anderson, and no action was taken. Item N, discussion and vote to affirm the superintendent's decision to, in consultation with the school district's attorney, take legal action to address the district's claims for loss against Experience Signs LLC and John Anderson.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? Mrs. Nemo?
Aye.
Dr. Kaufman?
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford? And aye.
So we,
Go ahead.
are we gonna table this? Cause we do, this is the, to approve the 26th. I think we have to do it this month.
Okay.
The
So
final
we'll have
act
to-
is send it if we.
But we've got it as January being there?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Sorry, I jumped ahead of you, but
It's
sorry.
all right.
I think I misunderstood the conversation earlier.
Item O, discussion and vote to approve the 2026 Board of Education meetings.
I'll vote to approve.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
So we do have it listed at the new address.
We have it listed,
But
yes.
if it does not, we will go back before the January and refile for the one meeting.
Thank you.
Mrs. Nemo?
Aye.
Dr. Kaufman?
Aye.
Mrs. Crawford? And aye. Item P, motion and vote to approve the following personnel items 1, 2, and 3, and under 2, employment. The names Katie Chapman, bus driver. Candace Jefferson, tech instructional coach. Timothy Foley, assistant principal. And Ryan Arnell, special care para.
Four. There's one.
Oh, there's a fourth one, and I have that.
I didn't see that.
It's hidden down there.
So this is 1 through 4, P, 1 through 4.
Move to approve.
Second.
Tanya? Yes.
Hey, can we on Deanne Hogan, instead of Greenwood Special Care, it just needs to say Greenwood Para. She is a specials para, not a special care para, and that's a difference in class. So I would just call her a Greenwood Para professional.
Okay.
So we would need to
Sorry, I just saw
edit
that.
to Greenwood part-time para sub to Greenwood paraprofessional.
Yes.
And move to approve with that change.
Any discussion? Second on that.
I'll second.
Mrs. Nemo?
Aye.
Dr. Hoffman? Aye. Mrs. Crawford? And aye. Do we have new business?
We do not.
And item R, adjournment.